Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Yahweh Shalom Kama Shem Yahweh Results in Malakia, holding class now for Officer Marah. Bear with us for a second. Trying to get the all right, on YouTube, type in the chat bar, let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me on YouTube, you can hear me on YouTube, and you can see the board. Type in on the chat bar. Let me hear me. Shalom to all of the brothers and sisters on YouTube. Type in the chat bar, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you got audio. It's Officer Malaki checking in, pulling the Lashawan Qadash down into Officer Malaki here. Once y'all type it on the chat bar on YouTube, you can get the class rolling. All right, water. About to get the class started. We're gonna start off with the Lashawan Qadash. We're gonna start off with the alphabet. Alright. Like I said before, it's Officer Malaki holding the class down for Officer Marah until he gets here. We're gonna start off with the alphabet. So last week we went over the past tense. We're gonna brush up on that for a little bit. It's a lot here. All right, so this is the Hebrew in both. All right, Shalom. How about you now, Shabbat? So, Malakia. Holding Lashawan Qadash class down for Officer Miran till we get here. If you got any questions, feel free to type them inside the bar, and I'll let him answer the questions for you when you get here. And I'm gonna let him know that y'all got questions. I see a couple of questions up there. So once he gets here, he'll read over the questions. He'll answer your questions for y'all. So for now, we're gonna go over this Hebrew. Now we're gonna go over this Hebrew. Like I said, last week we was going over the present tense and the rules of the present tense. We was working on that, so we're gonna touch on that for a little bit until he gets here. Right now, we're gonna go over these characters. Hopefully, everybody know them by now. Not, just gotta study a little more. Take some time throughout the week studying. All right, so we have the this right here, these first 3 lines, all these ones are here. This is the ancient Hebrew. We have the I, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha. This is not Ka, this is Ha. Ta, Ya, Ka. This is Ka. This is Ka. This is Ha. It's like kind of really got to put the emphasis on it. The Ha. So Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I. This is not I. This is I. This is I. The emphasis. So I. Pa, Taza, Wa, Ra, Sha. This is not Sa. Some people, it's a few characters that people will get mixed up because a few characters sound like a few other characters, like Sha. Sometimes people would say Sa instead of Sha. This is Sha. This one is Tha. And that is the ancient Hebrew. We're gonna move on to the Assyrian Hebrew. Once again, type in the bar, let me know that you can hear me. The water. So we're gonna move on to the Assyrian. The Assyrian is the same, it's just one thing that's different about it. Well, 2 things that's different about it. You have the text that's different. You can clearly see that the text is different. This is I, and this is also I. So this is I in the ancient, this is I in the Assyrian. We have different texts. If you have that thing called, we can worry about it later. So this is the Assyrian, this is a different text, but the same characters. This is the I, this is the I. I, Ba, Ga, we got the Da, Salakia. We got the Da. All right, so we got the I, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka. Then, like I was saying, there's a couple things different about the Assyrian. The first is the text, like how you write it. And the second is on a few characters. If these characters go at the end of a word, then the character change. So like we have a yes. I'm going on with the object right now. I thought you get into the present tense. Okay, go ahead. When you're ready, you can just jump on in. So like I was saying, for the Assyrian, the second thing that's different besides how you write it is on a few characters like the ka, the ma, na, the what is this, ta? I believe this is ta. No, this is a pa. So like the pa, if those were at the end of a word, the text would change again. You would put this one down bottom if it goes at the end of a word. Like up here, you can see I wrote Lashawan Qadash. This is the la, the sha, the wa, and the na. This is written in Assyrian. See down here, we have two nas. See, ka, la, na, ma, na. This is one na. If this na is in the beginning of the word, in the middle of the word, you will write down this na. But if the na is at the end of a word, like in Lashawan, you will write down the na down bottom, like I got right here. That's only for a few other characters, not all the characters, just a few of them. Just like how we got it on the board. If you have this worksheet at home, or you can go on to Google and put in I.S.U.P.K, Lashawan Qadash, and they're going to give you this worksheet. So you'll be able to know when to place these characters at the end of a word, and when to place these characters throughout the word. So we got the ka, la, ma, na, sa, a, pa. All right, yeah, we're going to pass the class over to Officer Mahara. Priest and Officer Mahara.
Most High Christ, I.S.U.P.K, lock you. On that, the white man is for sure the devil. Let me give my shout out. Shout out to Hebrew Israelite. Shout out to my brother Karak. Shout out to Joel. I see you out. Shout out to Thyra. I hope I got back to you. Hope you got the, I think that was you, Thyra. I'm not sure about the Hebrew. If anybody sent me some Hebrew, man, Lord willing, I believe I got back to everybody. If I didn't, I'm gonna check my email again. White man is sure the devil, my damn email is acting up, man. Right. I mean, but anyway, we gave some more shout out. Shout out to Banyamyan. Shout out to my brother John. Shout out to Miss Blanca, Azar Kayal, my brother Darnell, brother Dave Bond, my man T-Time. Oh shit, that's his sister, Salaki. Yeah, I was shy. I got you, T. Miss T, I'll call you that. All right. What a day 5. Shout out to you too. All right. I look like your sister too. Most High Christ. Shout out to Sister Shalisha. Hey, Malak, I was looking on the Facebook. We up? You couldn't get it? All right, no sweat, no sweat. I'm gonna pull it up for you right now. You might gotta do it off my phone and be jamming up. So what Malaki got up there was the Hebrew alphabet. All right, if you can put the present tense up, this is what we're gonna do for the day. We're gonna go back over the present tense. Y'all getting locked in. We probably move on next week. We're gonna go over a few words. I got some words. I know we just went over the Feast of Purim. I got a few words for y'all for sure. And then we're gonna read a little bit on Esther. Y'all already know we just came out of the Feast of Purim, man. Fresh out of that thing. You know, let's get it. I don't let me pull this up so we can get fresh on Facebook. Fresh had Dyson with. Hey. that was Will Smith, man. All right, hold on. Let me see. I think I typed in the wrong password. Give me a second. Most High Christ, everybody tuned in. All right, here we go. Let me try to get this thing up and rolling. I'll plug this camera in over here. You turn it to the board for me, Malaki. Oh, God. So, post y'all questions, man. If y'all got any questions about the Hebrew, Hit me up if y'all need the alphabet, the 100 most common verbs. What else? 200 Hebrew words or alphabet sheet. You can hit me up at ISUP.gmail.com. I made. So now, I'm gonna give y'all a few words. Of course, the name. Of course, I know about Esther. Of course, I know about Mordecai. We're gonna get the Hebrew names of Esther and Mordecai. We're gonna get Judah. I mean, it's a few words that got to go into this breakdown. As y'all know, Esther had a Hebrew name. We're gonna find out what it is. So if y'all got any questions, man, post y'all questions in the comments section. Let's get it. So we're going back over the present tense. Now, the last class, it seemed like it was a little bit confused because we was doing the present tense. And then as we were writing, okay, Facebook won't work today. Let's get it. Then as we were writing, we switched into like the future tense or the past tense. And I believe it still said present tense as well. I mean, while we was writing on the board. So it may have confused everybody. You gotta lift it up. You gotta turn it the other way.
All right.
Yeah, just like turn the handle some more. So you
I'll see what you mean.
right here, so you get the back. That's perfect. Perfect. You can be right here. That's perfect.
Right here? Shit.
Oh, damn, it's falling.
No
I no sweat. Facebook. Hold on, let me pull this up to Facebook. I'm gonna like bear with us too on this while we set this thing up real quick. And you can pull the cord out of the lock. There's no way you could have just set that right there.
Where?
Like how you just had it. There's no way it was gonna stay.
Trying to make sure it
Anyway, post y'all questions in y'all comments. Let me know if y'all need to know how to say something. I'll look it up for y'all, Lord willing. And I have it for y'all by next week. Or I might even get it for you now. Y'all know that we use the 2-letter lookup. Y'all know that we use the Blue Letter Bible. Y'all see how Captain Cesariak and Captain Kazazal went in and they went into the Greek on it. And pulled the Greek out. And busted, you know what I'm saying? These fake Israelites, man. These holy rolling Christians that love everybody except for their own people. Look, no, I gotta mention this. Can I mention this real quick? YouTube. I seen that goddamn Evil-ass Black Panther movie, man. Right. That cat was a full-out traitor, man. I don't want to spoil it to nobody, but that cat is a traitor. The main character, he is a traitor. The cat that they make look like a traitor, he did everything right. Listen, I don't want to spoil it, but the cat, they left the cat behind. He came back to his hometown. Listen, when he came to his hometown, had the enemy dead in a bag.
Right.
Came with the enemy dead in a bag. Then fought the BK, won. And then the traitor nigga that they make so holy, this nigga started y'all go see the movie. But that's crazy, man. That's some evil wish right there. Alright, like I got that. Let me type this in real quick. And copy this real quick. I'm gonna check for the comments and everything. I had to bring that out real quick, man. I forgot the reason why I said it. But goddamn it, had to be brought out. That's an evil behind movie, man. Like damn, how much you like dang man, what do it take? What do it take for the white man to see that he is destroying Israel, which he already knows? But what do it take for him to stop? I mean, goddamn. Alright, y'all, so we're gonna get into the past, present, and the future tense. Damn, I forgot the reason why I brought that out. So Malaki, y'all. I'm over here messing with this damn computer. Alright, so Malaki, if you can start writing the present tense up on the board, I'm gonna ask the room some questions. We're gonna go into a half hour of this, then I'm gonna pull up the words, and then we're gonna read a lot in Hebrew. I want to see if y'all know how to read Hebrew, man. Go ahead.
We actually don't have any cups.
We got a ton of them. They back downstairs. All right, so on Facebook, we now tuned in with us. We now rocking with the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Lashawan, Qadash class, the Holy Tongue, the real biblical language of so-called Blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics, and the white man is the devil.
That's right.
It's never going to change, all right? So if you want him to be saved, you go find homosexual Israelites. They would love to have you. They would love to listen to your pleas and to your comment, because they want everybody to be saved. But
Right.
let me go over here real quick. Yeah, con, for a while. All right, shout out to my brother Johnny. Shout out to Sister Saman. All right. Shout out to Ishaq Amar, Most High in Christ. Shout out to SHALAM. That's a hell of a name. Most High in Christ. And Facebook, and YouTube is if there's anybody else. Hey, what's Philly for life? I see you, brother. I see you, brother. The other Jew, shout out to you. Bon Gad, shout out to you. Shout out to Littleton. I can't get your first name right. Shout out to y'all. I'm gonna come over here to this board. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna come over to the board and lock you. You can hook me up on the Yayun. Code word Yayun. For those of you who don't know what Yayun is the Hebrew word for wine. I'm gonna bring this around right here, Lord willing. Satan don't jam us up, all right? So I got the teaching staff. Let's sit the teaching staff over here. We're going into the present tense. Now, if I wanted to write something in the present tense, it's certain rules that we have to use. Let me grab the book real quick. Let's sit the mic down. Let me grab the book real quick. All right, YouTube. All right, Facebook. Let's get it rolling. So, if I wanted to write something in the present tense, there's certain rules that I gotta use, right? Now, the reason why we use these rules is because in our language, when I say I did something, it's different from me saying you did something. In America, we got I, we got you. In Hebrew, we got atha and anya. Anya is I, atha is you. Now, atha is, I hate to use this word. I can't use it. I hate to say unisex because that just sounds gay. But it goes for the male and the female, all right? Now, it's different when you're speaking to just one female, or it's different when you're speaking to just one male. You got plural. So, but it's still the same thing. I'm still saying you, whether I'm speaking to one female or one male, I still gotta say it a different way, all right? So if I was speaking to multiple males, I would still use the same rule as if I was saying you did something, there was one female, one male, and of course, I would just put the plural form on it. Now, if I was saying he did something, I would say it one way. If I was saying she did something, I would say it one way. And the reason is because there's a few things in our language. Number one is gender-based, right? Meaning masculine and feminine, male and female. Number two is number-based too. Like it also has to do with how many people you're talking to. And 3, 4, and 5 is it also is based on the tense, whether you're speaking in present tense, whether you're speaking in past tense, whether you're speaking in future tense. So all those rules apply. And there's a few other rules too. And these rules, they play a major part. It's a different way I say I did something. It's different from me saying you did something. Just like in American language, I would say I did this. But in American language, I would just say you did it. Like if I wanted to say you did it, I would say you did it. It's one word. But in our language, there's a different way to say that, right? So the first thing we're gonna get, which is easy, I'm gonna take the easy one. I'm gonna take the easy one. Wow, that's to myself a lot. All right, but hold on. I'm talking all this craziness. This is cool, right? Snatch. They're gonna see me get yanked back. You can't do that on Facebook or YouTube, right? All right, so if I wanted to say, how can I do this so where it won't jam you up? I'm gonna write this sentence out straight. I'm gonna put a line right here, and then under it, I'll just switch it. Let me see, what we doing? I am watching. Okay? I'm just gonna use the word watching. All right? And the Hebrew word for watching, I'm gonna put right here because there's different ways to say it, all right? So, and down here is where we're gonna actually write it at, all right? But this is just for the sake, we're gonna switch this I to you whenever we switch it, all right? And this watching is the Hebrew word, which is shamar. So I'm gonna put it in Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew. I say that. I just put shamar, I put it in English for you, and then we just do the example down below. All right, so we got shamar. Shamar means to watch or to keep, meaning to guard, to keep, to watch. All right, so in this case, I'll put I am. I'll just extend this. I'll put I am. I am watching. All right. How you would say I am watching? Now for the Hebrew, I know Hebrew goes this way. All right, goes from right to left. So for the example, I would say I'm Yah. I think I might take that little line away. I'm Yah. How can I do it so that it doesn't? Now I keep it just like that. I got a little eye here. So I can bear with me, Facebook and YouTube. This is the I'm Yah. Or the I am. And then how I would say it is Shah, Wolf, or Shah, Wolf, Mar, which is watching, but it's present tense. All right? It's so we get it, but I'm just going to put that in parentheses. This is the present tense, but it means watching. All right? So, as Hebrew goes this way, so I can't keep putting it in Hebrew because what if they don't know that I'm right? What if they newcomer? I just do it like this. For Hebrew goes from right to left, and the white man's crappy language, of course, goes the opposite way because he turns everything upside down if he's a homo. He likes to be turned upside down, I'm guessing. I don't know. I just think he's a homo that would like to be turned upside down. But anyway, and he's the devil according to the Bible, all right? Which means deceiver, a liar, a wicked person, okay? So for the example, right, Malachi, we'll grab the teaching staff now. So for teaching purposes, whenever we gotta change this from I am to you, or they, or he, or she, you can put it right there, and we would just change it over here to whatever it is, right here. All right? Now this is the present tense. So I can actually put Shalom right here. That's what I'll do. That's exactly what I'll do. Hold on, Salah. Making changes as I'm going. It's called innovation. Right. Salah. But anyway, I'm gonna put this right here in the parentheses. Shamar means to watch. That's how you say watching means shamar, means watching. But for the sake of it, whatever this is right here, whatever the actual way we're going to say it, I just have it written up here. Go ahead. It's confusing.
I just didn't want them to be confused with the part. If they just think that yeah means tomorrow. But if you put that over there, then it would be like kind of more confusing. You would have to read it.
Right. But that's why I put under it. We're gonna like whenever come on, so whenever we gotta change I am to whatever the word is, if I say he did, he's watching. Right? We're gonna put he here. And then we're gonna put he right here. And we're gonna put the Hebrew word. And then we're gonna put it right here. That's why I got this right here. I'm gonna put this up there too. A little arrow going this way so you can understand. Just to let you know, this is how we're gonna do it for the class. Not sure we're gonna keep it like this, but y'all just let me know if this worked by the end of the class. I'm gonna ask you at the end of the class if it worked. I mean, it wasn't confusing. If it wasn't, then we'd keep on going with it. But as I know, English goes from left to right. Hebrew goes from right to left. So we would have to, for our language to be correct, we would have to write that way. That's how we write. White man's language, for it to be correct, we gotta write that way. So that's why I'm using this space all under this thing right here to show, to do the example. So whenever we gotta change this, we're going to change it to he, you, she, they. We're going to also change it right here. He, she, they, we. We're going to change it right here. And whenever we got to change the word, like when it changes for watching, when this part, this watching changes, because when I say you watching, it's going to change this. Because it's present tense. This is how you do it in the present tense. That's why I put it right here in the present tense, to let you know that how we're saying this watching, this word watching, is present tense. All right. Now, you're going to know, because when it goes to the past tense, which we're going to do next week, then you'll know, like, okay, you'll see it. And it's probably say past right here, past tense up here. And the same, the root of it is shamar. But this Y goes in between the first two characters. This is the Y. It goes in between the first two characters, the shamar. And another thing I'll do, I'll extend this thing right here, and I'll put the actual Hebrew next to it. I mean, put the little slash, put the Hebrew next to it so you can see that it's shamar. Kind of jammed up, it's a little small, salami. I mean, bam. Jam it up. But that's how you would say, like, if you could come fix it, I mean, to make it look a little bit neater, maybe this part right here, that'll be too wild, because I'm about to call you up to get it. To the next example. But we're going to change this to whatever the example is. We're also going to change it right here to whatever the example is. And then we'll also change it right here. I mean, so how you say I am watching? I am watching is Anya Shawamor. That's how you say it. I would have to probably no might be better. Good.
I mean, I can pretty follow along.
You pretty much follow? I was thinking about putting it up right here, putting the English part, like I wrote it right here, like Anya Shalomar, like under the letters, like under the watch. I don't know. Or maybe under the, or like put the Hebrew. Nah, I don't want to put the Hebrew under because it's going to tear them up. Because we write that way. But I can put the English under Anya Shalomar. Think that might work?
Like the same. Like how you did it with this one. Like you put watching, then you put Shalom, or but that'll be it. You have to change that. But you put
oh, wow, okay, cool. I see what you mean. I was saying like how we wrote it out here. Maybe I should write it out under like Anya Shalom or something like that. It's a lot of YouTube. Let me see. Let's get the people in on it. So YouTube, type in the number 1, right? If we should keep it the same. Type in the number 1 and we should keep it the same. Type in number 2 if we should put the English under it, like how it is right here, like how you would sound it out or say it, how we would pronounce it in English. But we should put it under the word, like watching, or put it next to the word at least, like shamar, you know what I mean, with the line through it or something. Or you can just type it in like, I think y'all should do this a lot. Cool. This so it's easier. But for this way, I think it's pretty much to why. I mean, I am watching with the Shalom right here. They know that that's present tense. They know the I am is the root for what we're trying to say.
Will we be able to erase this?
Like the English?
Yeah, everybody can understand the English code right. Just if it makes it more clear to the viewers, in case they come on a little late, they like, well, what is that?
What is the English? What is the Hebrew? I mean, we keep it right there.
Because they don't know that Hebrew, if they don't know that Hebrew goes from right to left, then that can be like a little indicator while we're reading it like that. But I mean, whatever the YouTube, whatever you feel like is appropriate for the class.
So we should write it. I see the sister put in there. We should change it under. Let me see. I'm gonna check Facebook, see what they said. I got when I was reading that I can use. All right, listen. Yeah, I'll check that later. Let me go up to Facebook, see what Facebook's saying. All right, brother said 1 to survive. You can pretty much understand it. All right, let's sweat. Let's get it. All right, so Malaki. No, you go with the mic. What we're gonna do is, right? I think we should just go ahead.
You also gotta put the masculine and plural. I am.
Right. I was gonna put it down here like masculine because that's where it really counts at in the Hebrew.
Oh, God.
Like that. That's where they really see it. But let's write how it sounds. Like how we got this right here.
Oh, God.
I really want to use this whole thing for the example. But yeah, we can put it out. We can put it like right under it, how we would say it. Or maybe we can put it under here. Anya. Nah, that's more confusing. All right, let's put it under here. Or put it like a line through it. I mean, like how we did this, put like a little slash, and then put the Hebrew, and then put you think that's too wild? Yeah, I'm up. I don't know. We're gonna keep it regular for now so we can get through it. All right.
Yeah, this is wild.
That's pretty much too wild.
Right, because like what you saying right here is like the same thing what you got right here.
Right, but they might not know how to say. They might not know that this is Anya. That's what we just came. I mean, I'm saying this is Shawamar, but I'm not saying what the hell that is. I mean. All right, let me see. Let me check again, see what they say. I do see a 1.
Oh, you mean like actually write out the A-H?
Yeah, right.
Come here.
All right, we should do that. We're going with Malaki, all right? Let's rock with it. So, if you can put Anya under it, like you know how we would pronounce it. Under the I am, and from there they should be able to get it. I mean, you put the little dashes through it. I mean, next to next to them. So. You know what to do. All right, y'all. So today, I see the mic. No, the mic. No, it's all right. So today, as y'all know, we're gonna go back over the present tense. Once we get through the present tense, I'm gonna give y'all a few words pertaining to Purim. I mean, since we just came out of the Feast of Purim, all right, not observance of memorial. So, give y'all a few words in Purim. Y'all can take them home, study them. I mean, use them in your personal life. And then we're going to read the book of Esther. I'm going to put it up on the screen, Lord willing. And we're going to go through and we're going to read it in the Hebrew and the English, like how we do in the Sabbath service. Just for clarification's sake, we don't have to do that. We're out of the Feast of Purim. We didn't have to do that there. It's just a memorial. It's not in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. It's not a high holy day, but it's a memorial. Because it pertains to our history and it's something that we do celebrate. All right. So, but I am going to read it like that. So this is the Hebrew class. And we're going to read English to Hebrew, English to Hebrew. I mean, so we can get familiar with reading Hebrew and read the Bible, you know, break down the story as well. All right. So we got a lot here. Yeah, you continue, right? Yeah, kind of. Oh, damn, you did it. You got to put the AH. You can keep it like that. Matter of fact, put the H in it, AH in, just to make it easier. So they know that. So they know that the word that's being connected to drops the I off of it. Now you can remove the H as well if you wanted to, because the H is like connecting the I mean, so the I don't have to, the actual H don't have to be in there in the writing. But it's good just for you know, beginner purposes. Go ahead.
Like how we got it down there. So we got I am watching, and then underneath it we got I'm Yah. Well, I guess it's to how it is, bro. If they were to play as an issue, they'd follow along.
Right. All right. So now, also what we can do is we can put up. I see the teaching staff. You got the teacher. I left up. I'm going to put it. It's a lot. Also, what we can do is we can take. Wow. We can take and we can write it like how you have it here. Like we can write it out straight this way for the example. But under each word, put Anya, put the slash, and then put the actual Hebrew, so they know that this word is Anya. And then do the same thing, Shalomar / Shalomar. And then when we write it out here, I can explain it to them. This is I am watching in the present tense. I am watching. Anya Shalomar. And this is how you say it in the present tense. Think that's come up? All right, most time correct. Let's roll with it. All right, so the next word, Malaki. I'm gonna have you put up Malaki. I'm trying to bring this cord around. To the way that it should be too wide. No, keep it there. Keep it too wide, just like that. I can pass it off to you. I mean, I just move the chair over. So the next word. The next word that we're gonna go through is how to say you did something, or the next tense. We're gonna figure out how to say. We're gonna learn and go through how you would say you are watching, or you did something in the present tense, or you are doing something. So that's the present tense. You are doing something in the present tense. All right. We just did how to say I did something in the present tense, even though I did a lot of fixing the board and all that. And we're gonna go through how you say you are doing something in the present tense. I'm talking to Malaki. I'm saying you're changing what's on the board. I mean, how do we say that in Hebrew? All right. No, you got the paper right there.
Come.
Yeah, you can fill it in.
No, come.
You got the paper. That's what I'm saying. Like you got the paper right there to fill it in.
That's one.
A five got an H at the end of it. That's how you actually would say a five. Like I said, Aki, I'm gonna get to y'all questions too at the end. See, brother posted a question. I'm not sure if the sister posted one as well. I'm gonna get to y'all questions again in a second. You know, towards the end, maybe before we go into the book of Esther, I get into the questions. Let me see that. Is that the paper? You see? Is that on the paper? And you were saying? Damn right. Not even looking. All right, Malaki. Malaki getting swift on us, all right? He getting swift. He's studying, that's right. So I'm gonna give you the mic. You can explain to him what you got up there. You can take the teacher staff, you know what I mean? Do your thing.
What, sir?
I end the ball.
All right, so right here, we switched. We went from I am watching to you watching, or you are watching. We switched to you watching. Now in Hebrew, you is pronounced atha. Right there too, atha. So when it's you watching in the present tense, you have in a present masculine tense, you have atha shawamar. Like you said, like preaching officer Mara said, you put the Y between the first two characters to make it a present tense. So we have watching. The first two characters in watching is shamar. So put the Y between shamar. So you have the atha, which means you, shawamar, which means watching. So in present tense, it'd be atha shawamar for you watching, and the masculine present tense.
All right, Most High in Christ. Damn right. Can you put the? All right, I see you got the M right there for masculine. But if you, oh yeah, all right, we got Shalom up there as well. Most High in Christ. All right, damn right. Damn right. All right, pretty good, pretty good. So what Malaki just explained to you was that when you say you are watching, now remember in our language we don't actually have to say are, we don't actually have to say is, but there are words for is, there are words that we use for are, and sometimes more, okay, a lot of times it's not needed. Just like you got I am watching is Anya. Well, okay, this is a thought, but when we did it was Anya Shalom. Anya is I or I am. All right? And there's a lot of times how we say Bahashem Yahushua. Bahashem is in the name, then Yahushua is Jesus. We don't say in the name of Jesus. We say in the name Jesus, but it still means in the name of Jesus, in the name of Christ. Most High bless you in the name of Yahushua. We don't say Most High bless you in the name of Jesus. Because the of ain't needed, even though shall is a word for of, but it's not needed because of how we speak in our language. Now, also, I want y'all to know something. It's key that we do not speak like foreigners trying to speak English. Although our language is spoken like that. Right. Our language is spoke ego to store. It's spoke like that. Like a lot of it is that's good. How to why, that good. And okay, when I say that, don't take it out of context. I'm saying in English, when you write it, it's going to seem like that. But our language is the first language on the earth. It's the heavenly language of the Lord and the angels. Right. And that's the proper way to say it. Although, since the white man is a dumbass, although when you write it out in a dumbass man's language, it's going to look like he goes to store. Because the white man don't understand it. Right. The white man he teaches wrong. He make you think he go to store is like when a Chinese man saying that, that's because his damn language is probably like that. He probably not thinking to put he is going to the store. Because the white man is so idiotic, it's like he has to say all those words to get the point out that he goes to store. I understand he goes to store. I know you don't got to say, yeah, he is going to the store. I'm like, okay, all right, he went to the store, okay. Even I just shortened it just now. But that's how language is. Even though when we write it out in English, in a bastard tongue, it will look like I'm writing he go to store. Even though it may look like I watching. Even though it may look like you watching. Now, think about Israelites. I can say, you watching? I can say, you watching TV? I don't gotta say, you are watching TV. And even white people start to speak like us. Oh, earth, you know, we just saw the earth, starts to speak like Israelites. We say, what's up, dog? People in the world, what's up, bro? We shorten everything. We got slang in our whole thing, all through the Bible. It's slang words. And that's how we speak. Even though we actually speak, you go to store, we don't have to say you are going to the store. Even though there's words for that, we don't have to use it like that. Even though the white man will make you seem like you incorrect on your grammar if you say you go to store. That's just not how we are. Our language is simple. Remember, Jacob, they said we simple. We plain men. We don't need the whole 5-minute one sentence. I don't need to say, hey, Malaki, are you going to the store? I can say, Malaki, you going to the, like I say, you going to the store? I like to say, are you going to the store? I can say, Malaki, you going to the store? I can shorten it. I say, Malaki, you watching TV? I don't gotta say, Malaki, are you watching TV? I mean, just so y'all understand, but I don't want to take up too much time, but just so y'all understand, and I try to bring that out every week because the more we get into it, the more it's gonna look like, okay, while we write the sentence out, it look like we're saying he goes to store. That's just because of the white man's language. That's how it would translate. But in our language, that is the complete sentence. All the of and is and are, there's no need to say it because that's how we speak. I shorten a lot of things. That's our natural biblical language. Here you go, Malaki. You got it.
What are we gonna do?
All right, so if you can put it in the feminine form now and let them know what's going on.
We're gonna go from masculine to feminine. So we're about to get into is how to say you watching if you was referring to a female. So watching would change as well. Well, watching is the only thing that would change. Yeah, watching is the only thing that would change. You would stay the same, it would still be I.S.U.P.K, but what would change now is watching. It would go from Shawamar to Shawama. Ra. Write it down here. Ra. So in the masculine, if you say you watching, you was talking to a man or a male, it would be I.S.U.P.K Shawamar. If you say you watching, but you're talking to a female, it'd still be I.S.U.P.K, but now would it be Shawamara. So you're in the Hebrew, it'd be I.S.U.P.K Shawamara. If you was to say you watching, but speaking to a female.
What's high in Christ? A lot of you just broke that down very simple, very easy. What he's saying is, so just so y'all, if y'all didn't know, if y'all may be newcomers, right? We put a ha at the end when we speak in feminine. Put a ha at the end or a waf at the end. Huh?
You want me to write that up there? The ha at the end?
No, I'm just going to explain it to him. Like whenever we're speaking to a woman in feminine, we speak in a feminine form, which we put a ha at the end. And instead of it being shamar, like how it is right here, shamar, which is shamar, now it has a ha at the end, which make, even if this vowel wasn't here, it would be sha-ma-ra. Because this ra is going to connect to this ha, like so. It's like this here. So, and that's what I was trying to say before. Even though I'm saying you watching, now I gotta switch it to feminine. So I gotta say fa, sha-wa-ma-ra, which is different from, okay, it would have been the same way. All right, well, if I'm saying I'm doing something, it would be different because I'm a man. But if it was a woman speaking to me, she would say, Anya Shawa Mara. She would say, I am watching. Now, if I was speaking to a man, if it was a man speaking to another man, he would say, Atha Shawa Mara, which is Atha Shawa Mara. These two would be connected. It's like this. Now, if it was two women speaking to each other, or a man speaking to a woman, he would say, Atha Shawa Mara, or to a group of women. If it was two women speaking to each other, they would say, Atha Shawa Mara. It's like what Malaki was saying. Go ahead, Malaki.
Right, like, right, if the woman is,
Go ahead, honey. Yeah.
If the woman was speaking to a man, if the woman was speaking to a man, it would be Atha Shawamar, right? If like she's addressing a man, it would be Atha Shawamar, but this is for like addressing a woman. So if the man was addressing a woman, this would be Atha Shawamar. He's saying like she's watching, but not she watching, but he's saying you watching, but he's saying it to a female. So he would say this one, right?
Let me check with the general. I believe she would still say. I believe she would still say in a feminine tense. Let me check with the general just to make sure. That's interesting, right? I believe she would still say it in a feminine tense because she's a female.
Right.
But let me check with the general just to make sure. I don't think she would switch her speaking to masculine because she's the woman. Right. I would just address her as being, as honoring the weaker vessel. I would address her with the feminine, and she would still speak in feminine. That's what I think. But let me check with the general just to make sure. I get back with you on that. I mean, I'll call General General Kobalamov, and he'll give me the insight on that. But that's a very good question, Malaki. Wow. Oh, that was it? All right. That was it. I guess I'll take the next one, all right? I'll take the next one. We go back and forth. Oh, wait, let me address this. The brother was just saying. The brother, he was talking to another brother. He said, I got work. I'll watch it when I get off. Right? I believe he was talking to another brother. I'm not sure, but on Facebook, right? Now, he said, I'll. He said, like I'll do this, like a woman do this, right? But in English, to go back to what I was saying about the whole, like how our language, it sounds like a Chinese man trying to speak English when we write it out. That's what it looks like written out, and to translate it into English, it would come out like that. But it's not that. It's actually like when he's saying I'll. He would use in our language, he would say Anya. Watch it, which is in the future tense. He would say it in the future tense. He would have said Anya Ashamar when I get back. Like I'll watch when I get back. Like I watch when I get back. In English, it would be I, and then the Ashamar means will watch. Like, I don't have to put the word will in it. The will is the I in front of the shamar in the future tense. So he would actually be saying Anya Ashamar, meaning I'll watch when I get back. Like I will do this. And that's just part of our language too. Like I don't gotta write out the whole word. It's part of that word shamar, it's Ashamar. But that's future tense. That's for another week, but I wanted to get that to back that up on what I was saying real quick. So I'm gonna take the next one, right? And I'm gonna write, now we're gonna go into he and she. All right, then we're gonna go into he and she in the Hebrew. How to say he did something or she did something. She stole from me, he stole from me. He is my son, she is my daughter, right? She is watching TV. He is not watching TV. All right? Let's get that real quick. We're gonna change this. If y'all can post y'all questions, I'm gonna give a chance for everybody to post a question. We're gonna answer it, or I'm gonna answer it, Lord willing. Once again, man, I hope to see everybody at the Passover. Y'all get y'all garments ready. Right. Including myself, you know I'm this bro, right? We gonna do everything in the last minute sometimes. Also, I might telling me. You keep saying get your garment ready. I'm like, yeah, I'm working on it. I mean, that's the. I'm getting it ready though. Lord willing, for sure. All right, so we're gonna go into how you say he is watching. He is how I. So this is how we say he is watching, right? Let me erase this up here too, so lock it. So he is how I. Ha, wa, ah. This is how you say that in Hebrew. Ha, wa, ah. All right, that's how you say he is watching. That's how you say he in Hebrew. It's ha, wa, ah. So I'm going to put it right here. Ha, wa, ah. This is the he, right? So he is watching. Now, what you're about to see is he watching. Notice I didn't put nothing up. I ain't gonna put nothing up here for no is. It's not gonna be an is. It's gonna be he watching. Black people say, nigga, he watching TV. He ain't gonna say, nigga, he is watching TV. It's just not us. It's the white man. But it ain't us, all right? So he watching is Hawa'a Shawamar. So Shawamar is is the same word. The wa is still in between the first two characters. These are the first two characters. The wa is going to go in between it. So you got sha, wa, mar. All right, this is a singular connector. Where's the teaching staff at? This is a singular connector. These two. This is a plural connector. Connects the ma and the ra, and makes the ra lose that ah at the end instead of it being a ra. Now it's mar. Is the beginning of the ra is the ra. So mar, shawa, mar. All right. So hawa shawa mar is how you say he is watching, which is present tense, meaning he's doing it now. This is happening now. This Negro is watching TV. I can't say this Negro. I say he is watching TV. Your mom might call you, or your father might call you, say, son, what y'all doing downstairs? Say, or you say, imagine this, right? This go on in a lot of households. Your father upstairs, you downstairs, or your father downstairs, you upstairs. He say, something going on, he hear noise, right? He say, what y'all doing? He say, we ain't doing nothing, we chilling. Who up there? It's me and such and such. It's me and Malaki, right? Awafia wa Malaki. Me and Malaki, right? Awafia is Mawafia is me. Mawafia is me. Wise and Malakia is the brother right here, also Malaki. Then you might say, what is Malaki doing? So the father gonna say, what y'all doing upstairs? We ain't doing nothing. Who up there? It's me and Malaki. What is Malaki doing? Or he might say, what you doing? I might say, I am watching TV. Anya Shawamoro. I'm watching, right? Then he might say, what is Malaki doing? I might say, he Hara'a Shawamoro. Oh, damn, I put the rhyme in Salah. And why you let me know? Well, I put the one for the female version, Salati. I would say Hara'a Shawamoro. Meaning he watching TV. I put Shawara. He didn't let me know, Malaki. Yeah, I know women all in your face because of that beard. He like, hold up. I would say Anya, I would say Hawa'a, he Shawamara. He watching TV. Alright. Now for the feminine tense, this is how we would say it. For me to say she is watching. So now the scenario is you and your sister's upstairs, the father is angry. Or you the father, or you the mother, right? I say the father for this. It's gotta be, now we going in the feminine, right? Yeah, I keep the same scenario. I say you the father, or no, say you the daughter. All right, we going into the feminine. We gonna say you the daughter. We going this for our sisters, right? So if you're a sister, you got children, you got daughters, and they getting on your goddamn nerves. They're making all this noise upstairs. You trying to study, watch the Hebrew class. You say, what the hell? Who's upstairs? What y'all doing? They say, we ain't doing nothing. Or you say, stop playing. Who up there? Right? Daughter might say, it's me and such and such. Or some might say, it's him and his sister, right? You might ask your son, what are you doing? Right? He might say, Anya Shalom, meaning I'm watching. He's going to say, what is your sister doing? He's going to say, Hayya'a Shalom Ra, meaning she is watching. Hayya'a, which means she. This is how you say it in the Hebrew. Hayya'a, which means she. And then Shalom Ra, meaning watching in the present tense. She's doing this now. You might say she is watching TV. Hayya'a Shalom Ra. So she, Hayya'a, is watching. Sha, wa, mar, Shalom Ra. There's a Ra now connects to that Ha, which is at the end. All right, for the feminine. Let me put this up there how Malaki did. This is the feminine form of how to say it. This is what your daughter would say when you ask her, or this is what, right, this is what one daughter would say about the other daughter. I gotta tell you the general about that. That's a good one, man. To see if the women change it when they're speaking to a man. I don't think so. I think I forget it. I learned it back when the General House was teaching the Hebrew class. I learned it, but I can't remember. Let me ask General Ballmar. I believe the woman keeps her because this is how women speak. And a man, we speak a different way. Like, okay, yeah, the woman, let me just ask to make sure. But our language is naturally masculine. Naturally masculine meaning the men are going to speak. Like it's made in a masculine way. The man is the head of the woman. The language is masculine. That's why we change it when we speak to a woman, because she's feminine. And when she speaks, she would speak feminine. I don't believe she would speak masculine. That would be different. But I will check though. Go ahead.
Like on a Greek, they got the Greek for the females.
Right.
They say it's towards the men, but it's still the feminine. It's still like
Okay, that's because some words don't change. Like a five wouldn't change. But I gotta see how it is. I gotta just ask again just to make sure, because that's too wild too.
I think that's how it is. Like how he was saying it, like she would still say it's a
feminine form. But I gotta make sure. I know certain words, like a five don't change, and y'all wouldn't change. It's just certain words I forget. Like, it's all jammed up in my head. I'm gonna go back and check. That's one thing we're gonna come up on next week, Lord willing, if I can get the general. All right? If I can get the general, I know all the generals is busy. But she was saying, if she was speaking to her mother, let's do it that way, make it easier. The daughter was speaking back to her mother, which is you, our sisters out there online, or to her sister, to like keep plug up the computer, plug your power cord in. She was saying she's watching TV. Hi-ya-ah, which is right here. Hi-ya-ah. How about it over here? Hi-ya-ah, Shawamar. Hi-ya-ah, for she. Shawamara. Shawamara. And it flows like Shawamara. So you still get the Shawamar, but you hear the ha at the end, the emphasis of the ha, to let you know that this is a woman that you're speaking to, or that this is a woman speaking. Shawamara. All right? So now, Malaki, you can come back up to the board. You got it? You can do we watching. Matter of fact, I'll do one more. It's too wild. I get this one, and then you can do you plural, you masculine and feminine plural, and then we can I do one of the days, and then you'll do one of the days. So what we're gonna do now is this: how you now imagine the same scenario. You're the parent trying to watch the Hebrew class, learn Hebrew. We got them bad behind Israelite children that you gotta spank sometimes even when you don't want to. And they getting on your goddamn last nerve, man. Like they driving you up a wall. You finally getting it. You finally like, yeah, all right, I get the Hebrew now. Now it makes sense. And all you hear is laughing, giggling, and a bunch of damn Nickelodeon or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what y'all watch, you know what I mean? Or YouTube, little kids laughing, playground, all that crazy stuff, man. So you ask them, you say, what y'all doing up there? They say, we watching TV. We is not. Like my brother not in Philly with the rats. I mean, Most High in Christ. Not. Now, you already know the now means we, our, us. But this is the actual forward for we. Alright? This is how you use not. And I don't know why I did that. Not now was a long word. I put it right there. So like a not now, meaning we. A knock, no what? Now. Not now. Right? I'm gonna put it right here. Kind of jammed up. I got to erase the Hebrew word a little bit. Sloppy. Alright. So knock. Now. Knock. Now. This means we. Alright. Now, this word right here is also masculine. They would say, Anak Nawa, Shalom. Because the Y goes in between the first two characters when it's present tense, to indicate that this is present tense. So Sha, Wa, Mar. All right? Anak Nawa, Shalom. And this is another reason why I think that I'll wait. Anyway, I'll wait for the general. So this is what they would say when you say, "What the hell y'all doing up there? I'm getting on my damn nerves. What y'all doing?" This is what the child will reply, male or female. This one is male and female. All right. Let me put that up there too. This so y'all know this is masculine and feminine. This goes for both the male and the female. They will both say the same thing. All right. They would say, Anak Nawa, Shalom. Now notice, this is why I want to ask in general, notice there's no ha at the end, even though a woman would say, go ahead.
So for this one, it'll be Anak Nawa, Shalom.
The watching, the young going on, watching is not the plural part. The watching is just I'm watching. This is the plural, the now, the we. Alright? That's how you would say we watching. Oh, Salaki, you're right. And I'm looking at the wrong thing. Salaki. That's absolutely correct. It's actually a not now shawamar young to indicate we, more than one person. And the young is actually masculine. On this one, Salaki ain't the water, Malaki. I was looking at the wrong damn thing. Oh, listen, you know I'm all jammed up. I'm sorry, right in Hebrew, man. I really want to know when I get jammed up, I just start speaking Hebrew. You know that'll happen, because I ain't got nothing to get jammed up for. I mean, that was a joke, of course. We be capable, I don't have to. Right. Now, I don't gotta tell you what you want to hear. I mean, if you ask me, is that a girl that's calling you? I can say, mind your business. I don't have to lie and say, no, it ain't no girl calling me. I don't have to tell the truth and say, yeah, it's a girl calling me. I can just say, mind your goddamn business. That's the easy way out. Right. I think she's gonna know when I say that to her. But listen, this is what the bad kids. Back to the bad kids. Enough of all that women talk. Back to the bad children. So when you tell the bad behind kids, what the hell y'all doing up there, man? I'm about to come whoop you know. Now we get into it. Time to watch the Hebrew class. Shut up. What are y'all doing? I'm about to come whoop y'all. You know what I mean? What y'all doing? They gonna say, Anak Nawa, Shawamarium. I'm saying, who the hell are you talking to like that? Depending on how strong they say it. Right. Who that? Come here, who you talking to like that? I mean, Anak Nawa, Shawamarium. I mean, and that's how they would say, we watching whatever they watch, TV, YouTube, the U.P.K. The hell y'all doing up there? I knocked down the Shalom I.S.U.P.K. Who the hell are you talking to like that? I knocked down the Shalom I.S.U.P.K. You better say it like that. Right. Trying to say this damn Hebrew class, man. Right. All I hear is God love everybody is alive. Turn it down so I can watch the Hebrew class. I'm glad you're looking and tuning in. Don't interrupt us. All right, so Malaki, you up next. You can take the you, masculine and plural, masculine and feminine, plural on how to say you watching to more than one person. Back to what I was saying about the whole talking to one woman or talking to more than one woman. Talking to one man, which is still I.S.U.P.K, to more than one woman. Gotta keep saying that. That's still I.S.U.P.K. All right. And somebody was mad at that. It made sense about it's a lot. But anyway, or you be speaking to one woman, all right? You may have one brother that you're talking to, or you may be saluting all the brothers. Because the women in the I.S.U.P.K are not hoes at all. All right?
Right.
So they would never be talking to more than one brother. Hey, brother Nick, I hate English too. It's definitely garbage. I mean, definitely a trash, bastard language that makes no sense. We make sense out of it because we the salt of the earth.
Right.
So it's kind of blurry. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to clear him up a little bit. Not sure which one this is, or which camera this is. Never mind the hands, man. I got a little marker on my hands to lock me. I don't know how you guys see looking at the video saying, look, see, I.S.U.P.K got dirty hands. They eat with dirty hands. Look, man, thanks for haters, man.
Right.
So what Malachi's putting up on the board now is the you masculine plural on how to say you watching TV, but you speaking this you, this is how you know. Take a look at this. This is how you know the biblical language is in slang. And we're going to find out because of how we got to write this in English. That this biblical language is slang. And this is how you can tell. If I was to say, you niggas crazy, I say you, but this you expands to more than one man. Or if I got mad and said, you B-I-T-C-H is crazy. And you would know I'm talking about more than one woman. If I say, you niggas stay talking crazy, man. If I say, you B-I-T-C-H, stay talking crazy. If I say, you white devils, stay talking crazy. I'm expanding it to more than one person. And now in our language, I would have to put a plural on it, whether masculine or feminine. So Malachi, he's gonna break it down, what he got on the board, and explain it to y'all. Here you go, Malachi.
The water.
So right here, it's a while back. I'm about to grab that, man. You got it. Go ahead, teach. You got it.
Okay, right here we have you watching, like we had last time, but the difference is we have it in masculine plural. So we will use this term if we're speaking to a man or if we're speaking to males, like more than one man. So if we was to say you watching, speaking to two or more males, we would say a thumb, which turns to the you into more than one person, a thumb instead of a thigh. So a thumb, shawamar yum. For the you watching and the present tense for more than one male. Like how we was bringing out, Shamar is watching. For the present tense, you would put the Y in between the first two characters of Shamar. Or any other word that you're speaking of, you say watching, doing, going, put it in the first two, put the Y in between the first two characters. In this case, Shamar is what we're doing, so we'll put the Y in between the first two characters to make it the present tense. So if you're saying you watching two or more males, you would say a thumb shawamar. This is how you would write it in the ancient Hebrew. You would say a thumb shawamar yum. Compared to the you watching and the masculine singular. If you were to say you watching, but you would be talking to one male, that would be a tha, shawamar. The thing that we added here is the yum to the end of the shamar, as well as the wa, and we added the ma to the tha. We dropped off the h. If you look back into your notes, we dropped off the h, and we added the m or the ma. So it would be a tham, speaking to more than one man, saying you. And we added the yum to watching. Same thing, speaking to more than one man. So that's how you would pronounce the you watching in the masculine plural.
That's right. All right, Most High in Christ. Look, went in, broke it down. Malaki, all right. Got Malaki in this joint teaching the Hebrew class. Can y'all move this sensor for me? This don't happen again. I mean, I jammed it up, Salaki. Somebody was hating on that more than one wife thing, more than one woman. I don't think they. No. You don't got. I was just saying move the sensor. No, the sensor is the incense.
Oh, the sensor.
Yeah, the sensor. So what Malaki just did, broke it down for you. The only thing I'm going to do is switch it to the feminine. Right? Switch it to the feminine. So, if I was to say, you women or you sisters out there watching YouTube, right? Now this you obviously is going to be feminine, because I'm saying you sisters in English, but in Hebrew, I would not put the you sisters if I didn't want to. If I didn't want to say you sisters, if I just want to say, if I was to say, you out there on YouTube need to stop it. Now, say it was six sisters arguing on the feed, right? I was saying, you out there in the chat, you need to stop it, man. All you just said that you need to stop it. Without me saying that it was a sister, if somebody just tuned in and that, without me saying it was a sister, all I had to do was say it in feminine plural, or say it in a feminine way. And everybody would know that is obviously the you that he's saying you out there on YouTube need to stop it. You would obviously know that it was women. All right? So, what I would say is, let me grab the teaching staff, let me make sure I got this down. Oh, wait, hold up. I'm tripping. Hold up, let me put it right there, right? I would say, a thun, shawamara. A thun, shawamara. I'm gonna get it up here for you in a second. Let me clear this off. A thun. I don't know if y'all can see, I don't want to be in the way. A thun, shawamar, wow. Just like that. A thun, shawamar, wow. Meaning you women out there watching TV, or you women out there watching Facebook. So you watching, but this is for the women, plural, meaning more than one woman. A fun, shawamar, wow. Means you women out there watching, or you women watching TV. You would start the sentence, you, a fun shawamar, wow. Imagine if it was Oprah. Imagine if it was that damn Nikki Parker, right? I mean, I ain't trying to take nothing from him. I'm just saying, imagine she was saying like, you women or you out there watching this, but she was pertaining to sisters. She would say, a fun shawamar, wow. All right. So Malaki, if you can start the first one, you can do the they masculine, and then I'll come down and do the they feminine.
Common concept.
What's high Christ?
What?
I got
What we're about to do now is pronounce the they watching in masculine. And since it's they, there's already more than one, so there's going to be, by default, masculine plural. But we don't have to write plural because you're already writing they. But we're going to be addressing more than one male. This is going to be in the masculine. So this is going to be in the masculine.
Can I see the mic real quick?
Common concept.
While you doing that, just to answer the question. If it was a boy and a girl, it would just be, okay, if it was a boy and a girl, and you were speaking to the boy and the girl, you would address them masculine.
Right.
If you were speaking to one little boy that's old enough to respond, and there's a group of 20 million women, you're going to address the whole thing masculine, because there's one male. That's how important the role of a male is in Israel. Even in the story of Ruth that we're going to get into, what time is it? And it's 8:41. God. Glad we're down at the end, Malaki. Glad we're down at the end, so we're going to get to the story of Ruth. Even in the story of, I want to get into the, so I'm glad we're at the end. You too wild. Even in the story of Ruth, when that heathen disrespected the other heathen, when the heathen wife disrespected the heathen king, she was to be shunned. Like, that ain't something that's supposed to spread like that. But it's a shame, goddamn BET. Everywhere you go, Malaki, BET, MTV, they always got the women disrespecting the black man. Ridiculous. If it ain't the white man disrespecting the black man, it's the women disrespecting the black man. And think about the reverse. If it ain't the white man disrespecting black women, it's the black man disrespecting the black woman. Because that's what they portray. They portray to portray. He's saying portray, it's like. That's what they portray to destroy our households. Go ahead. But, like I was saying, that's something that don't go in Israel, man. If there's a boy and a girl and one of them answers, if the woman answers, she's going to speak in feminine. If the male answers, he's going to speak in masculine.
Right.
Unless he's speaking to his mother, which he will address her in a feminine way. I mean, just so you get the understanding. He would address, I don't want to say he'd address her in a feminine way, he would address her in the feminine form of the language to address a woman. Because he's a man. Because when she's asking what's going on, if she knows her son and her daughter up there, she's going to ask the way she's supposed to ask pertaining to a man, which I'm asking in general. I definitely believe it's still feminine, but she may switch it. And maybe the other way around. I believe I'm jamming it up, but Salaki. Like, I'm asking general. But that's how important the role of a male is in Israel. You got to look out, Malaki. So if it's a boy and a girl, you would say it masculine because it's a male there. And so would the female. Now, depending on who answers, and depending on who answers and depending on who they're speaking to, is the form that you would get. If it's the male that's speaking to the mother, or the daughter that's speaking to the father, is depending on the answer that you would get. Right. The male gonna speak masculine. If he's speaking to his father, he's gonna speak the feminine form. If he's speaking to his mother, daughter's gonna speak. That's what I asked in general about. But that's the answer to the question.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
I am the ball. Go ahead, Malaki, you got it.
So right here, we say they watching. For they, like how Priest and Officer Marab brought out earlier, the Hebrew language is in masculine form. So the Hebrew word for they is ham. So if we was to be speaking to a group of men or two or more men saying they watching, we would put ham. Like if we say they watching and we're talking to a group of men, we say ham. Shalom. You know, like how we mentioned, going over it again and again to get it drilled into your brain. The present tense, when you're speaking of a word, like watching, you will put wa in the middle to make it present tense. To like distinguish it from past tense to future tense. To make it present tense, you will put the wa in the middle, well, in between the first two characters of whatever word or verb that you're speaking of. Right here, we're using watching, so we put the wa in between watching to make it present tense. When we say they watching, speaking to a group of men, we're saying they watching something now. So we would say ham shawamariyam. You know, you got the yam at the end to make it plural for masculine. So how you would speak it in Hebrew would be, or how you would write it in Hebrew would be ham shawamariyam. You know, so they watching is ham, the masculine. To say they watching, you would add the yam to shawamar. Say they watching present tense, more than one, and plural, but masculine. You would say shawamar yam. And that's how you say they watching, masculine, plural, present tense.
All right, Most High Christ. And right. All right, I can break that shit down again. Salam. For the language. Salam. All right. But this is it. All right, this is the masculine, right? I got to do the feminine form, right? Okay. So Malak, if you could pull up, I want two scriptures. I want the scripture where that heathen broad disrespected the king and got kicked out. And then I want the scripture with where Esther said that wicked man is Haman, right? And I'm gonna put this up on the board. After I do this, I'm gonna give Malak some words. He's gonna put up on the board the name of Hebrew, Esther's Hebrew name, how to say Mordecai in Hebrew. You should know how to say Jude in Hebrew. I don't think I gotta put that, but it's Judah. I mean, what else? A few other words that I want to get. Oh, how to say, I forget what the Feast of Purim. All right, since we just came out of it, let's try to get it real quick. And I ain't had to erase all that. I forgot. I'm just switching to the feminine form on how to say this. Now, as y'all know, like Malaki said, this is already plural, so I ain't got to really do too much changing. I don't got to put feminine plural. We already know they is plural. All right. So I want to say they watching TV, or how brother or brother say how your wives doing. I would say they to wives. Or your wives here, like yeah, come. Like damn, what they doing? Like I don't hear no fighting, no arguing. What are they doing? I would say, you know, I laugh. They watching TV. It's a lot of excuses. I had to go there, man. Damn. Or say you talking to a sister for a different scenario. Just like how we shout out to the Baltimore camp, man. We went down in Baltimore, brother. Got hospitality and all that like crazy, man. For the podcast, I'm pretty sure sisters probably asked like, well, where the brothers at? They would say to another sister, they watching TV. This is how they would say it, all right? They would say, this is what they would say, Hun Shawamar. So they, feminine, is Hun. They masculine was Hum. They feminine is Hun. Hun. All right. So they would say Hun. Because I'm gonna put it right here. Hun, meaning they. Sha. Wa. Mar. Wow. Hun Shawa Mar Wow. So Hun Shawa Mar Wow. And that'd be how you would say they watching TV. Aqua. Hun Shawa Mar Wow. Aqua. Meaning they watching TV, sister. Hey, where all our husbands go? Hun Shawa Mar Wow. Aqua. They watching something. They watching. Or they keep, or they are guarding. How about that? They guarded. They guarded the house. Hun Shawa Marwa Aqua. So like a Hun Shawa Marwa Bayan Aqua. Or Habaya. Hun Shawa Marwa Habaya Aqua. Meaning they watching the house sister. Or you can say sisters Aqua. Aqua. You can say, a sister would say, or the sisters, they, Hun, would say, Hun Amar, they said, or they say, or they're saying, where's our husbands? Right? The sisters would say, Hun, Shawa Marwa, Habayah, the house, Aquafi. This is what the one sister would say to the other ones. They watching or guarding or keeping Habayah, the house, Aquafi. Sisters, all right? That being said, let me get the scriptures I asked for Malak here before we roll out. All right, that was the full present tense. We went over it again. We're going to go to the past tense. And the next week, in the up and coming week, we'll go over the past tense. We got 8 minutes left. Good, let me get the 2 scriptures. Most High in Christ. You got it ready?
Like I can get you said when the king get the where about
Vashti, look up Vashti. You can use my phone too if you can't get it in yours. You look up Vashti and Haman, or wicked Haman. Those are 2 words we need. Vashti and wicked Haman. I'm trying to turn this TV on, bear with me, so we can read it in Hebrew. Like, is the remote down there? No, the TV remote.
oh sorry. Oh yeah.
Why? Alright, Akim and Aquathin, alright, Akim and Aquathin. We're going to pull up these scriptures on the TV, Lord willing. We're going to read it in the Hebrew. Alright, and then I'm going to give y'all the word, Purim, the Esther, name in the Hebrew, Mordecai, name in the Hebrew. Go ahead.
Is it Esther 1 or Esther 7?
Esther 1. Vashti, what do it say? Let me hear the description. It should be Esther 1, because that's when it starts off the story on how everything began with Ahasuerus, all that stuff. All right. Oh, we got it up on the TV. Let's get it. Yeah. I ain't battling computers today. At least not yet. I ain't gonna speak too fast. White man is the devil, man. I was battling goddamn scepter today.
Right.
Damn public transportation, man. The hell with that, man. Martin Luther King, to hell with you, Martin Luther King. The hell with Martin Luther King. Sold us down the river, man. That whole I Had a Dream, man, that bastard. Y'all gotta go watch that, man, if y'all haven't seen it already. Captain Shepard did a hell of a breakdown on Martin Luther King, man. Hell of a breakdown. Y'all go watch that show. That bastard was a traitor, brother. He was a pure traitor. He was a communist slave that believed in everybody being a communist. And guess why he believed in it? Only because they was paying him his behind. They was paying him nice and right. Back in the day, he used it. He said, all right, cool. And hold on, wait, what I just do? Hey, I just did something. All right, here we go. Let me see. Taking some settings over here that I can share this screen. Facebook, I'm trying to share the screen so it's blocking. Maybe mad on the computer in a second. Hold on. Let me know when you got it, like you actually start reading.
Okay. Esther, chapter 1, verse 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him. Let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
Hold on, say it again.
Esther chapter 1, verse 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus.
Now that Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus. Why? Because she, matter of fact, go up to verse 7. It should be 1 and 7. You're going to read what Vashti did. Vashti did all the single ladies. She did a Beyonce. She did to the left. What else she did? She did a Can't Raise a Boy. She did a Can't Raise a Boy to the Hebrew king. I ain't that damn word about the Hebrew word I ever heard of. Oh, wait, hold on. Can't Raise a Man. I think that's what it's called. But that's what it sounds like when she's saying, like, nigga, you a boy, and I can't raise you, man. I mean, all right, hold on. I don't think Facebook, I don't think it's letting me do what I want to do up here at Facebook. So I'm just gonna bring the camera around to the TV, all right? So, with that being said, like you can read verse 7 for me.
Esther chapter 1, verse 7. And they gave them drink and the vessels of gold. The vessels.
Go to verse 3 or verse 4.
Esther chapter 1, verse 3. And the third year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants.
Oh yeah, here we go. Read on.
The power of Persia and Media, the nobles, the princes of the provinces, being before him. When he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even 180 days. And when these
104 days, this heathen bastard had a feast. He had a party. 104 days. These damn devils, man. I mean, I think it means, I think he was a Persian. Like, but you know they all devils. I'm saying they all evil and wicked. That's what I mean by that. All right. So go ahead, keep on reading. So he did a feast. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And when these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people that were present in Shushan, the palace.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Both unto great and small, 7 days, in the court of the garden of the king's palace, where with white, green, and blue hangings, fastened with cords of fine linen and purple, to silver rings and piles of marble, The beds were of gold and silver, upon the pavement of red and blue and white and black marble. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold, the vessels being diverse one from another. And royal.
Drop down to verse 9. Esther chapter 1, verse 9.
Esther chapter 1, verse 9. Also Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house, which belonged to the king Ahasuerus.
So Vashti did what?
Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house, which belonged to the king
Ahasuerus. All right, let's read this in the Hebrew, man. I got it up on the board. Let's read this in the Hebrew. Gum, wash, Shafya, Hamalaka, meaning the king. I.S.U.P.K, meaning the tenth. Masha, Nashayim, meaning year. Bayah is house. Hamalakwa, meaning kingdom. Ashur or Ashura, Lamalak. Achash or wash. All right, I believe that's the name of a hazard. All right, so I'm just go down for you. Oh, Vashti was Washafya. Down. Give me Esther. Give me Esther. I'm gonna look it up for you. I'm gonna tell you where to go.
Okay.
I want the name Esther. You got a TH in it. Oh, let me just see, bang. Go to Esther chapter 2, verse 1.
Okay.
You see that? We're gonna wrap it up soon, Salaki.
Okay.
So we read when he kicked Vashti out. We read that first, right?
Right.
Right, and then we read what she did. All right. Give me Esther chapter 2, verse 5. And then drop down to verse. No, read from 2 to 5 to 2 to 7.
Okay. Esther chapter 2, verse 5. Now when Shushan, the palace, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jair.
Let's get it. This is what Mordecai's name was.
The son of Shalmi, the son of Kish, a Benjamite.
Mordecai was what?
A Benjamite.
A what?
A Benjamite.
Shout out to the child of Benjamin. Shout out to all the tribes. Look, shout out to my redactor, who they call Mordecai. We made it a little small. I want to make it so that everybody can see. I do it like this. Mordecai, you see that over here? It's the blue letter Bible. We have to look up the concordance number, H4782. My redactor. Don't worry about the white man's pronunciation as Yiddish, but it's my redactor. All right, in Hebrew. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 6. Who had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captivity, which had been carried away with Jeconiah.
Oh, Jeconiah,
king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away.
All right, so read on.
Verse 7. And he brought up Hadasaiah.
Hold up, and he brought out who?
Hadasaiah.
You see where you at?
That's 2 and 7.
That's Hadassah. Hadassah is Esther's Hebrew name, right? Let's get it. I'm just skipping up. I was going to do a lot more than that, but I see the time was late. So y'all see the word Hadassah, Right, I see it right here. Clear as day, Hadassah. And the coordinates number is H1919. Hadassah. Hadassah. With a high at the end. This was Esther's Hebrew name. Read on. You're gonna get the other name for it. Go ahead.
That is Esther.
That is Esther. This is how you say Esther. 8635. Asathar or Asathara. I'm not sure what the exact pronunciation for this is. Astar or Asathara or Asathara. But we know that her Hebrew name was Hadassah. Alright? With that being said, whoa. Give me the wicked hangman. Matter of fact, continue that verse. I'm going to get wicked hangman for you. All right?
Esther chapter 2, verse 7. And he brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother, and the maid was fair and beautiful.
And she was what?
Fair and beautiful.
Fair meaning beautiful, Yapah in the Hebrew. All right, go ahead.
And mother were dead.
So her father and mother was dead. Go ahead.
Took for his own daughter.
And Mordecai took her for his own daughter. That was his niece. Go ahead.
So it came to pass when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan the palace to the custody of Hegai, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house to the custody of Hegai.
All right, now we got me down to the wicked hangman. So now she was brought there, as y'all know. And then he married her. I mean, it was for to save Israel. I mean, to get us out of that situation. All right. It was to get us out of that situation because this wicked hangman. Give me Esther chapter 7, verse 6. Which we about to find out, this wicked hangman, he is the adversary. Matter of fact, start at chapter 7, verse 4.
Esther chapter 7, verse 4. For we are sold, I and my people, to be destroyed.
For we are what?
For we are sold.
For we are sold. Go ahead.
I and my people.
Me and my people. And Yah is Salaki. I and my people. And Yah, why? People, Yah. Because you know Yah is in the people. Go ahead. Salaki, go ahead.
To be destroyed, to be slain and to perish.
To do what?
To be slain and to perish.
To be slain and to perish. Go ahead.
But if we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue.
I held my tongue. Go ahead. Just read on. I'm going to break it all down again. Go ahead.
Although the enemy could not countervail the king's damage.
Though the enemy, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. I'll break it down again. Go ahead. Read verse 5.
Then the king Ahasuerus answered and said unto Esther, the queen, who is he and where is he that durst presume in his heart to do so? And Esther said, the adversary and enemy is the wicked Haman.
The wicked who?
Haman.
Haman. Go ahead.
Then Haman was afraid before the king and the queen.
Now, let me drop you down. Read verse 8.
Verse 8.
And verse 9. And we're going to end it there.
Then the king returned out of the palace garden into the place of the banquet of wine. And Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was.
The wrong place at the wrong time, Malcolm.
Right. Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me in the house? As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face. And Harbonah, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, behold also, the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai, who had spoken good for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him thereon.
He said, what?
Hang him thereon.
What did he tell him?
Hang him thereon.
Kill that bastard. He's wicked.
Right.
All right. So now, Malaki, you can erase the board. I'm going to put up the words there. Let's get it. All right. So with that being said, hold on. Let me break this thing down real quick. So Esther was brought. Now hold on. Israel was carried away. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi was carried away in captivity under Jeconiah, the king, right? Which I believe, I'm not sure if that was the son of Solomon or not. I believe that was. So Mordecai and Esther is carried away here. Esther had a mother and father. She was a dime piece. She was your pa. I.S.U.P.K. She's beautiful. The king was a heathen. He's a bastard. But the Lord had you know what I mean, he had it set up to deliver Israel.
Oh, God.
Married Esther. She was so bad. This brother, listen. Women in Israel is bad. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Hey, your pop is beautiful, right? So now, so she's telling the king at this feast that the king made another feast. This king liked the party. He's the king. Who don't like the party? Goddamn, let's be real. So the king had this feast, and Esther the one told him to have the feast. He did it. She said, bring Haman, which I skipped over for time's sake. He brought Haman. She told the king, she made a speech and said, my people sold. We in bondage. Like, I would have held my tongue, but I cannot hold my tongue because they're my people. So you're looking at your wife, who's a dime piece and a half, plus 2 quarters on the side. And you're looking at her and everything that comes with her, her thighs, her breasts, her face, her attitude. And you're like, damn, why is she doing this right now? Like, and then what she's saying is like, baby, there's somebody trying to kill me and my people. And you the king at a feast. You got to say, woman, who is trying to kill y'all? Kill that man, what? Right. And she said, the wicked is that nigga over there being your best friend. Haman, of course, he tried to make the wrong move. The king got mad and left. Ahasuerus got mad and left out. Just imagine that you're here telling you this at a major event in the U.P.K. that one of these cats in here ain't real, which none of us will be. If we down for Christ for sure. And then he said, the wicked is that nigga over there, your brother in the world, that came to this event acting like he was going to get down with y'all. He the one time set me up. And you leave out like, dang, well, us in the U.P.K., we're a little bit different. We just had it hung straight up and down. Well, okay, we oversee the situation and had counsel and got it right. But imagine situation. So in the end, he tried to come to where Esther was and plead to her at her bed. And brother, listen, the king came in and said, oh, you gonna force my wife too. Oh, I know you the wicked nigga. Because what you doing, your actions, love in deeds, and not in words. Shout out to Texas with a million good kisses, man. On the goddamn flag of the white man that he also loved that Confederate flag. Shout out to Houston, man. The old Southern camps, man. So shout out to old U.P.K. since 1969 and the 70s. Right. And y'all know what happened. He had him hung. With that being said, I'm gonna put these words up on the board while Malakia is reading the announcements. We're gonna pass the class over to priest and officer Malakia. You come on.
From concept.
Oh, video stop. Goddamn, you this bastard, man. No, we straight on the YouTube. They cut Facebook off. They ain't like all that. It's too wild. It's too wild.
All right. The I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are at I.S.U.P.K. Started out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. You can read about tithes. It means 10th in Hebrew, ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the teacher. Priest fund, a free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is now the Passover. This Passover will be held March 30th, 2018, at the Grand Roosevelt Ballroom, 2nd Hudson Street, Yonkers, New York, 10702. $200 per person per family. If anyone has trouble providing the $200 fund, report to the captain of your city as soon as possible. Remember, it is both an honor and an obligation for all Israelites to attend the Lord's Passover. If $200 fund cannot be made for your family, it will be provided by Commanding General Yohanna. Hotel arrangements have been provided. If any brother or sister would like to reserve a room, contact the captain over your city immediately. If any brother or sister needs transportation, report to the captain over your city immediately. As soon as possible. All right. Ramon Akim and Akwat, check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, black boots, black shirt, black pants, black headband or scarf. And with that, pass the class back to Precinct Officer Marah.
We're gonna get one courtesy salute. Give me a second, real quick.
Okay.
We got Haim or Hum Salah right here. Got Mordecai, Maradakia, right here, Maradakia. We got Esther, which is her slave name, Hadassah, as she's known in the Hebrew, Hadassah, which is right here, Hadassah. That's 3 words for y'all. Y'all can add to the list. I love that one right there. I love them all, man.
Right.
All right, so let's get it. With that being said, Malaki, you can go ahead and get a courtesy salute.
Okay. Modules means to stand. One courtesy salute for the brothers at Madam Shabbat. Module. Barak. Means the Lord watch over you in the name of the Lord protect you. So like the Lord bless you in the name of Christ. Y'all can talk hands down. We're going to turn to the sister side of the room. We're going to give one courtesy salute for the sisters. Madam Shabbat. Madam Barak. This means the Lord protect you or watch over you in the name of Christ. Y'all can talk with his hands down. Class dismissed.